Good morning, guys. Good morning. We are here in Results 1 out in beautiful Maitland. So we are close to Maitland Boulevard, right close to Maitland Summit. And we are out talking about the delays along, where else? Maitland Boulevard, right? And a busy area all the time. So we were addressed to come out here to talk more about the delays that occur on the eastbound area when you're approaching I-4. It gets very busy, we know this, and I actually got to experience that the other day out here. I was really confused because I was like, what is going on? And I'm trying to merge, other cars are trying to merge. There's no traffic light. There's no indication as to like why people are slowing down other than we should have some type of audio back, guys. Sorry, I'm a one-man band working on a 9-volt. So, hazards off because I pulled off to the side of the road here, and we will head right back onto our destination. It'll have to be, should have to be back. So we're gonna head eastbound along Maitland, see what's going on, observe these delays, talk about those heavy problems within that area, and check it out. So let's go. All right, so you can also see a lot of pedestrians out here as well. A lot of residents, apartments, condos, individual single-family homes, multi-family homes. And then it's also a cut-through community, so we've got to also be aware of that. What do I mean by cut-through? Those places where point A to point B, and you have to travel through different parts of the city. So we stop here. Obviously, red arrows indicate it's, for me, I can technically make a right here if no traffic was coming, but off to my left, we've got traffic coming off there, off Maitland Boulevard. So we'll let that traffic kind of cruise on by. We'll scoot up a little bit so we can make our turn. And we'll come out. We're going to hop on Maitland, and you're going to see almost the thickness of traffic right away. And we might get lucky. So this is where I've seen the delay start, right here. Because drivers, good, they're getting over, they're up to speed, they're doing their thing. I'm going to hop over to the left because we're not going to exit, but this is where that delay occurs. People hopping in there from the entrance ramp, so you could start to see the brakes a little bit for no reason. If drivers would start to get their turning signal, get over right away, would be good. Like, why does this driver have to brake? But then you got this speeding one and the BMW right next to me. It's stuff like that that causes the issues out here because he's all over the road. So that wasn't too bad, but you can see how fast the traffic slows down right there when people are trying to get over. When it all goes down to the basics. If we're prepared for what we're about to do, we won't have the problem. So we're going to get turned back around, head west, and we can look at some of that out there. I just hate when drivers do that. That in and out kind of mess. It just, there's no reason for it. And that BMW driver obviously doing well over the posted speed limit, no turning signals, and in and out of traffic. If you don't think that contributes to delays, then you're part of the problem. Because those type of actions out on the roadway are what really get other drivers to brake. Other drivers drive overly cautious because they're honestly paranoid for some of you guys who are driving aggressively, right? So we're going to get turned back around. If you look up ahead, to the left of the trailer at a distance, there is a crash up there in the center travel lane, or the left travel lane, currently blocking lanes. Something to keep in mind. When you were involved in a crash, if you are not hurt, and if your cars are drivable, and you're obstructing very busy lanes, you can move those cars out of those travel lanes in order, one, for you to be in a safer location, but also so that you're not completely bogging traffic down, and then what happens? A secondary crash. So it's just something to keep in mind. Obviously, if you're injured and the car is not capable of being moved, you're not going to move it. But I just wanted, you should know that, because now, westbound Maitland, approaching Maitland Concourse, mess right now. I wish I could zoom in to show you. But now Maitland PD is going to have to come out. And that's probably going to put about a 10-15 minute westbound delay along Maitland right there. So we're going to get turned around, head the opposite direction. Being prepared for what you're about to do eliminates a lot of the delay, because if you're getting over in the last minute, other cars who are there are kind of now having to slow down so that you could push your way over. That is a lot what contributes to what's happening over at I-4 in Maitland. Drivers know they're about to get on I-4, but yet they're in the middle travel lane of Maitland when technically you should have been in the right lane for a hot minute and hanging out there knowing you're going to make your way over. And then those cars that are coming in, you should be prepared to join them, not supersede them. I think I just came up with that right there. I think that is a big thing to consider. You're not trying to overtake or win anything with anybody when you're merging into their lane, or you guys are trying to exit a major roadway to a major highway. You're trying to join the team. You're not trying to outrank anybody. And I think that contributes to a lot of people accelerating quickly, trying to, I go first and all that mess, when, gosh, you shouldn't really be doing or worried about any of that. So let's get turned around. Results one's got a good U-turn. Turning signal, we'll move into the center travel lane so we can just observe traffic a little bit better. The way you guys drive out here is pretty rough. Like this car here, instead of waiting to get with the flow of traffic, is just going to slow down the lanes. How long are you going to drive with your turning signal on, please? Get over. So this is what happens. Because the driver leaves the turning signal on, that Nissan Altima slows down, and now we're going to get over. Now we're going to get over. I'll never understand some of it. I really won't. Let me guess. On the phone, chatting it up, and then we wonder why we have problems out on the roads. I'll tell you why. Like, come on. It does not take rocket science for us to say, okay, 3-lane roadway, single lane entrance ramp, double lane exit. Why is there a problem? Oh, I know why. Because of people not working together. It's so crazy. Alright, so I want to exit here. We'll go do it again. Why not? We got time for another round. So we're back here at Maitland Boulevard at Maitland Summit. What have we seen this morning so far? I've got a guy there in the pickup truck destroying his cigarette and littering. Appreciate you. We've had a BMW, high speeds, in and out of traffic. We've seen a crash already, which is not uncommon, but not necessary, right? And we've seen the delays on kind of why, because that zipper, when I say a zipper, you know how a zipper works, right? Those teeth kind of go like that with each other. That's how we need to be thinking when we're entering these transition areas of traffic, whether it's a merge lane or a highway, and then you have your exit ramp up ahead. If you know that exit ramp is up ahead, you should already be prepared for it, not like, let me get all the way up ahead and cut across. You're contributing more than it's convenient. You're contributing more to the problem, more than you are for it to benefit you, if that makes sense. So now what I want to do is we take the merge. So last time we got on to Maitland, where that silver car is getting on. We're going to parallel Maitland, cross over, and see what the merge looks like for us. It doesn't let us. So we'll go to the right travel lane. No traffic, things are smooth, no pedestrians, don't have to yield. Here we go. And we'll pull a U-turn up here so we can get turned around. This is a proper median U-turn spot. Completed. All right, let's head east on I-4 here. East on I-4. East on Maitland. East on Maitland from Keller. So this is that merge ramp. Things get a little dicey right here, but traffic this morning isn't too bad, but I 100% understand it. So double merge, I'm gonna get over as soon as I can. I'm on this left side, the right side merges in. I'm on a single lane here. My goal is to get onto I-4. I'm gonna stay here. These other cars, get over. There's so much hesitation that takes place. You must be dedicated to handle business when you're doing this. So we're gonna get on I-4, single entrance ramp, far right, and we cruise in with traffic. This is interesting too, because I have a side street that comes in from Keller. I've got Maitland westbound that merges in. I'm gonna hold my lane. Why? Because the right one closes in. And part of this is, it's like, if you travel the roads, you should learn the roads. People are like, man, Steve, you know where that lane merges in. I do, because I'm thinking about it. And I think anybody can really do that. If you go every day from Waterford Lakes to Universal Studios, okay, you have a few multiple actually routes to get there, but they're not changing the travel lanes overnight. In most cases, the travel lanes are there for years. So understanding your route and the layout of the land is it's kind of a big deal, and you have the opportunity to make your route safer if you already know it. So like there, I knew that right lane merges. Why do you hang out there to the last minute if you know it merges? You know what I mean? So appreciate you guys joining me this morning. We have a busy, cram-packed day. Stay tuned for News 6 at 9. Starts in about 10 minutes or so. And yeah, I'll join you there. Give you a nice little traffic and then see what's going on. We do have some delays. I'm looking back in my rear view right now. Eastbound I-4 approaching Maitland, so just be wary of that. But outside of that, guys, have a great morning.